know about me? Seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it all. Oh, what you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me?
Hey, what's good, y'all? You already know what it is. Welcome back to More Than the Title, episode 229, y'all. We out here podding, doing what we need to do. I'm your host, as usual, Jared, Chief Revenue Officer at Outside the Box Digital. And, of course, I got my brother, my brethren, your favorite CEO, Chadeo. What's good, baby?
Woo, we in the building. You know what it is. It's Thursday. Second favorite day of the week. Pod day. We back. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to miss the pod the other day. Had to have emergency mouth surgery. You know what I'm saying? So I had to miss the pod the other day. But yo, you guys gave a phenomenal interview, man. I loved it, man. I was looking at all the feedback and stuff that I seen come back from that interview, man. Yeah, I think you guys did a great job. That was a great interview, man. Shout out to y'all. So, you know, we back in the building, ladies and gentlemen, doing what we love to do best. You understand it? And once again, you see we got 4 on the screen. They got a lot of testosterone. So in the Hollywood square below me, we got my sister, Nadege, a.k.a. The Balance.
What's good, bros? You know, I'm glad to be back. You know, I have my little Tuesday off. So today is a great day to be podding. I'm all fresh and renewed. I think we have quite an interesting episode ahead of us. So let's just get started.
Let's get it. Before we do it, what's the grateful and thankful, broski? What's the
Labor Day, Labor Day just passed. You understand what I'm saying? So again, we had the big parade in New York and stuff like that. I want to say thank you for all the people that went out there and conducted themselves properly, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we always complain about not having spaces to enjoy ourselves, celebrate our culture, etc. But we can't complain about not having these spaces. And then when we have these events and spaces, they turn violent and people end up getting hurt and or worse, right? So we have to learn how to conduct ourselves around other people, not only when we're sober, but when, people are drinking and or smoking and things of that nature, right? So this is that Labor Day parade, West Indian Day parade is the biggest parade in New York as far as like attendance wise. It's a lot of people. So I just want to say, for the most part, it was a success, but it was still a little bit of, you know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that went out to Juve, that had a great time, that celebrated their culture. It looked like it was a great time. So, shout out to y'all. Thankful that everybody or most people made it back home safely and they didn't shut the parade down. So, G&T to that, man. Once again, being able to celebrate life and celebrate your culture and not have a the police shut it down or put too many restrictions on it, right? You want to be able to have a good time.
Message. You know what I'm saying? With that said, we're going to get straight to it.
Let's start the show.
Let's get his brother the proper introduction, man, because this is our first time linking with this brother. For the first time listeners, welcome to More Than the Title. This is a show where we sit down with the culture shapers, visionaries, everyday people redefining what legacy looks like. You know what I'm saying? And today, this brother is born and raised in Brownsville, Brooklyn. He found escape in 2 things you wouldn't normally put together: music and horses. At 8 years old, hip-hop legend Biz Markie. Look at this. Ain't this something? That's Case. Yeah. All right. But you already know, first of all, this hip hop legend Biz Markie dubbed him, DJ Brannu. And from there, he went on to rock parties at Clark Atlanta, toured the world with artists like Akon and Da Brat. And what makes his journey special is the pivot. He traded the nightlife for the cowboy life, leaning back into his first love, which is horses. His path led him to film work, land ownership, building a life of his dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I keep calling it building a life of his dream and going through legal battles, false accusations, and a fight to protect his name. You've seen him in the yard. You've seen him in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen him on other podcasts, and you about to see him on this documentary. Let's introduce our brother, Brandon, DJ, Brannu, Fulton, y'all.
There it is, man. There it is.
What up?
Yeah, my baby boy calling. My bad.
Listen, you said horses. He was like, I want a pony.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He called him. He will never do that. He know it's Thursday. Ain't that something?
He said, Daddy, I just started 2nd grade. I want a pony.
First day of school. Love you, Papa. I know you probably watching now, so love you, man. But Brannu, what's good, baby?
Ain't nothing. Just taking it day by day. I try not to worry about stuff no more. I just chill out, cool out.
Shit, you look like you're cooling out. I like you on
I
the
was about to
yard.
say, we gotta get some energy in you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta send an energy drink over there, baby. We got get the shouldering.
I'm either. I'm always cooler.
Yeah,
That's
you look
just how
very
I am.
chill.
Right back.
Now we gonna change that on the show. We're gonna change that on the show because we like to bring the energy, because when you bring the energy, you get people interested in hearing the story and all that. You know what I mean? We gotta give the people what they want. Oh, before you keep going, see, I didn't even say it. So let me start this off right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another phenomenal guest in the building who's gonna drop some. I gotta use the word phenomenal because Brannu like, nah, you ain't say phenomenal. That's why I'm gonna give you this laid back energy because you ain't introduced me properly. Now, phenomenal guest that's gonna drop some jewels on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And ain't gonna let y'all know, man. So you know how we like to start the show, cuz man. Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, talk to Brannu. Talk to us, man. So you got two loves, music and horses. 8 years old. What was life like back then? What got you into that?
Yeah.
Into the music or the horses?
Both, man. Because that's a crazy comment. Music is just life. Horses is different.
I guess I got introduced to them at the same time, around the same time. But the horses for me was not realistic the way I grew up. You know what I'm saying? From my family and the resources in my life at that time, it was nobody that really could embrace it fully. The music is like a basketball court around the way. Like it's there. You know what I mean? Just get some turntables, plug up in the house. Everybody partying around the way. So, and then my cousin, she used to date Biz. So that's how that relationship happened. That's how that easy. He just took a liking to me. You know what I mean? And it just seemed something that was easily, since I couldn't do the horses fully, I just chose the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
That's that one.
got listen, Brannu, you got to go in depth, bro. You said Brownsville, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I done been to Brownsville bunch of times.
Yeah.
I don't see no fucking horses in Brownsville, man. Like, you don't come outside and see motherfuckers galloping down. Where'd you see the horses? Like, you went to Circus Soleil or some ring them, but where'd you get? Yeah, what's up?
Right there by Tilden, my homeboy, he used to DJ too, and his dad was part of the Black Cowboy Confederation.
There we go.
They had a barn right there by Pink Houses on a conduit, where the movie theater was, where Spring Creek was at.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. It's still there, but it's owned now by New York City Parks and Recreation. So they do like a therapeutic thing. So they lost it. And then I went to Jamaica Bay by Kings Plaza. It's on the Belt Parkway. It's a nice stable right there, right by Kings Plaza exit. Still there to this day, called Jamaica Bay, and you get to ride on the beach. So it's there, but it's kind of like it's there, but people who only in it will really know because it's not really pushed in our culture like that. Like nowadays, now the cowboy thing is cool in our culture, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but back then it really wasn't like Houdini was rocking the fringe jacket and the cowboy hat. You know what I mean? If you think about it in hip hop, you know what I mean? But as far as seeing men ride, there were men in Brooklyn riding, for sure. But it was like something there that most people didn't really pay attention to. You know what I mean? And for me, it was like I liked it, but I didn't have nobody to like buy me a horse and none of that stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I just had to get that out of my mind. Like that ain't gonna happen right now. So I just did the music thing. You know what I mean? And then I came to Atlanta. Following the formula that you taught. You go to school. Once you get good education, life gonna be great. That's a lie. You know what I mean? Unless you want to be committed to corporate all day. So once I really became embraced with me, then I was like, okay, who I am is not what society is telling me to be. So then you start to figure out you're kind of alone because it's like everybody's walking this way and your soul is telling you to walk that way. And now you're looking at yourself like, should I be walking this way? Everybody else is making a left. Everybody else getting off at Nostrand Avenue. Why the hell am I still on the train? Is this the last stop? So I start. Back then, I couldn't see it. I felt it, but I didn't know how to explain it because I was still a boy. So when I came to Atlanta, being on my own, going through life, figuring out my emotion, I'm on my own now. I'm like figuring life out. I still followed the music. And then it got to a point I'm like, man, this music shit is like too much egos in it. Like I'm a laid back cat, like just as who I am. So now I'm out here alone, in the South. Now I got to deal with, getting affiliated and tolerating. I'm in a whole new territory. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to realize, even from DJing biz, was like when you go to the South, you can't DJ like you in New York. They got a whole different ear down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like DJing was still like you have to know your audience. So a lot of times people play for them, but you got to play for your region. But now social media makes all songs for everybody. But back then,
Yeah.
you had to really have the records in the South. You know what I mean? Like what was bumping in New York was not bumping in Atlanta.
You had to
You know
have
what I mean?
relationships.
Or like if you go to DC or go to Baltimore, you got to know that this is DC, this is not Baltimore. This is Baltimore. That these you can't certain records ain't gonna move. Now everything is moving everybody because we all on the same circuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I enjoyed DJing. It was dope for when it lasted. I just got to a point where as you elevated it.
We elevated and got stuck. When it's up, then it's stuck.
No, he didn't say that, y'all. Oh no.
When he's on, he's on.
Oh man. Brand new, baby. You like
We
this?
gotta get him back. No, this
The story was getting good.
yeah.
Oh, man, we gotta bring him back, man.
He's actually in the field, y'all.
Right?
Yeah.
He's out there with the horses.
In the field. So
I wanna I want to really talk to him about the horse thing, right? So you say like it's cool now. Well, more people know about it now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the music shit is cool. Like, anybody do music, but not too many black horse. Like, teach us about the horse shit. Like, I like horses. Nobody bought me a horse, but okay, you looked at a horse, you rode a horse. Why did you try to like work at a stable or you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you start learning about horses? You don't jump right in and say, I look at a horse, I want a horse. Somebody didn't buy me a horse. Fuck horses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know the intricacies of this shit. Like, cuz I don't know if you know, there's we got a horse joint in the Bronx. I'm just saying, like,
no, I've ridden that trail. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, by Pelham Parkway.
Yeah.
Pelham Parkway. I don't know if you know about that one, cuz.
The Oregon Trail.
Well, that is not no. We do not no.
Huh?
It was a good game though. Can't front like they ain't how you playing that shit.
The 8-bit. That's the 8-bit shit.
And then you got
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cuz.
No, I do want to know. Like, if the story's getting good, I want to know exactly you said,
I have questions.
Yeah, like the music shit is dope. Not to say like, we'll get to the music, but like again, like this is one of the biggest things of our culture. Like, we not into shit because we don't know about shit. Nobody's giving us the information of explain who the Black Confederate Cowboys is to people that don't understand what that is. Let's start there, right? Understand what's the membership like. How, you know what I'm saying? Like, walk us through this shit. Like, because if you're gonna live the life, then explain what the life is. So maybe other people that want to be interested get the information, and then they could be like, shit, now I want to fucking be a cowboy or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You never know.
You grew up in Brownsville, nigga. You want a horse, nigga, you want a pit bull.
Yeah.
A red nose.
One of 38 snub. Like, what the hell?
You might grow up wanting niggas in Brownsville now grow up wanting shiesties. I want the new shiesty, the black one.
You should have Nike leather joint. This shit got this
shit with the mask on it. He's got different aspirations now. You know what I'm saying? Tiny on the line. Tiny like, yo, we got horse trails and beat camp. Like, where at? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got questions.
Where
horse trails out here in New York. There's quite a few horse trails. But that's
again, I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is, again, like if you don't move out of your element too much, you won't never fucking know that.
No, that's very true.
The first time I realized that he was up. Hold on, we got him back. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The part about that, my phone said it went hot. So like when you live high there, it's a different everything, the elements of how to live with that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting in like a controlled environment. You know, it's like very different. But I think Brownsville conditioned me
Mhm.
and being in South Side, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and then going to school in Harlem a little bit. I went to school in Harlem for like a year, I think a year, 2 years. I went to Randolph for like a little bit. So I think like being in New York helped me condition that I could go get it. You know what I mean? Like I
Before we
could
go
go
too
get it. I could figure it out.
but
So
bro,
I'm not like
before we go
worried.
too far, because when you dropped off, we all had questions, bro. We ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
We all had questions, like, because you asked something like the Black Confederation of Cowboy. You said something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. They
Yeah. So
still
like,
there.
we want to educate the youth, like people who are the young youths, right? How do
Yeah.
they get involved with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't got access. How do we get access?
So you can look them up on Instagram as the Black Confederation of Cowboys. They
Okay.
relocated to Queens on Rockaway by August Martin High School.
Okay.
So just look them on Instagram, the Black Confederation of
Okay. We're gonna pull it up
Cowboys.
on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me 2 seconds.
We got you.
You
We're
see
gonna pull
it?
it up.
They
So the
still
Black
there. They surviving
Confederation
the
of
fence.
Cow, when did they start? When did they start? You know, how do you get involved? Like what's the, you know what I mean?
I
What's the
guess if you hit
movement
him on a
about?
D, well, like I said, a friend of mine who used to be a DJ, me and him, I used to like the way he scratched records. I was like, damn, you know how to really scratch, because I was still learning. He was a bit older than me, and then I found out that his dad was a dude who had the horse in the backyard in the neighborhood. So his dad had took me over to the barn and introduced me to like that whole circuit of the Black Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. They didn't have a fancy barn, but again, I don't come from sedity and bougie. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt in love with the smell, the dirt, like the rawness of it. I wasn't looking for the pretty fence and the beautiful barn. So I got introduced to it not on a Olympic equestrian level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
introduced to like a dude that's shooting basketball around the way in a milk crate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I knew it was really for me. It wasn't about the aesthetics. But
Okay.
now, if you go to their Instagram page, you could ask for a dude named Tony or Curly. Curly, I think, is the head of the organization right now. They're older gentlemen, but I think they would embrace more. They trying to keep it alive, but it's like a dying thing happening. Like
Yeah.
more youth ain't really trying to. It's more than just riding the horse. Like like it is, you have to be. You have to be there. It's not like a computer. You can't just throw it away and plug it up and come back to it. You have to nurture it because you done took it out of its natural element, and now you got it living in a box. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I
just
respect it.
it sitting in a box, all things can happen because now it's not moving in its natural element. So feces, right? Now you could make them get parasites and worms because they will eat their own poop if they run out of food. This is quite natural. So
Mm.
the maintenance, the humane care.
See, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take care of
Learn something new already. I didn't know horses will eat their own poop. Never knew that.
Oh yeah. Like so,
See?
so
most
now
definitely.
when they dropping hay on the ground, they may be picking up maggots and too, right? So that's why it's important for you to clean the stall.
Mm.
Because in the wild, they roaming. They not worried about they free roaming. But when you got them stuck and every day he pooping in there, peeing in there, pooping in there, peeing in there. Oh yeah, summertime, there will be some maggots in there. So then once they get in their gut, now the parasites is eating the food. You
Ah.
feeding it, but you feeding the parasites. So then now the horse start losing weight or become sick. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a whole, it's a
Mhm.
catch-22. It's great to let them be free, but then you have to deal with the element of them being out there with other horses. Horses fight, they get kicked. So you may want to go ride your horse today, but if it's out there with 10 other horses, while you sleeping, you don't know what they got into at nighttime. You know, they could have got into a little
Yeah.
who run the yard type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like horses fight. Like they get they start bullying each other until everybody in the herd fall in line. Like, yo, I'm the alpha. When I say move left, move left. When you see me walking to the water trough, move over. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't really see that on TV. But people who do horses know like they're territorial. And then some of them become buddy sour, like they get attached to another horse. It's kind of like humans, you know what I'm saying? Like it's my territory. And then the guys, the stallions, see when they say stallions are male horses with nuts. Females are mares. So a lot of time when they say Megan a stallion, she's really saying she's a male for horse people. but stallions are usually built more brolic. You see what I'm saying? But a
Mhm.
stallion is a male horse, and stallions will fight to control the females to the death. So most places won't let stallions come to their ranch because they know it's gonna be damaged. They're gonna rumble
Static.
until one submit.
So most ranches are like female horses.
Most ranches are gonna have mares, which is females, or geldings, male horses that's cut to kind of
Oh.
calm them down a little bit. That testosterone will make them get ornery. You see what I'm saying? And then he start trying to control, and it's like, all right, one of us gonna submit. So a lot of places won't let you bring a stallion. Most places won't let you bring a stallion, but there's places that would. So um, I don't believe in cutting horses. That's just me. I just think you should let them be their natural self. But I do understand why people cut them.
I feel like there's a background story, bro. I feel like there's a moment like when you was at the Black Confederate of Cowboys, you met a horse, fell in love with the horse. You went off the DJ, still thought about this horse and was growing it. I feel like it's a crazy story. Is it something like that?
Yeah, I definitely fell in love. I definitely fell in love, but I wasn't able to get in full access like I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Got you.
My grandfather
Mhm.
took me the most horseback riding, but he still had his kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was hard. It was hard to put that in a formula when nobody in your family is really a horseman or a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Jump to the music. It's cool. It was good. I like the music. I still like the music to this day. I start naming my horses after genres of music, like rock and roll, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Reggae.
Fire.
Like I
Yeah.
was trying to merge. I was trying to create my own unique way. Because it got to a point with DJing, I got tired of dealing with promoters. I don't know if anybody was watching. Like, sometimes promoters be on some, like what are you talking about? You ain't got the money at the end of the night. Like, I played records for the whole night, right? I seen the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get to the point where it's like, now this doesn't become enjoyable because now you got to be the manager and the artist, and then now you trying to manage yourself and be the artist. Now you done got a bad taste with the promoter, so he may not want to book you next week because you challenged him about the pay. But when you got somebody that like a Dame, like when when Jay-Z had Dame, Dame was the voice for Jay. He didn't have to piss off Leo. Dame was the one, yo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the team.
So I realized that structure and a team, like you said, is very important. Like everybody had to have their position. And you got to have someone speak for you because you don't want to be the talent and the manager. You know what I'm saying?
We
And you
gotta
got huh?
no, I'm saying we getting a lot of horse questions. Like we getting
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt. We getting that's what I'm telling you. Like a lot of people, you would be surprised how much interest people have in this, but they're looking for information. So
Okay.
Tony's asking you, do you participate in the black rodeos in Oklahoma and Dallas? Like, are you a true cowboy that participates in the rodeo?
I'm definitely not a cowboy. I'm a horseman.
Oh, you are. So what's the difference?
So to me, a cowboy is a person that ride horses that wrangle cows. That's why they call them a cowboy.
Got you.
Right? I don't wrangle cows. I'm a horseman. We look the same. We ride horses, but one of us wrangle cows. That's where the term cowboy came from.
Us getting educated.
Yeah, so when you look at a man on a horse, like, why they call him a cowboy? He not riding a cow. It's because back in the day when we became free, the jobs that we could take, because being a cowboy was a lot of work, sweat, flies. So they used to call us boy, right? So they say, where them cowboys at? Because
Oh,
the darker man would go out there and round up the master's cattle,
got you.
right? So the lighter guys, the Caucasian guys, were called cow hands. So they say, where them cowboys at? That's how he knew. Then the cowboy thing became so cool. He was so dominating it, so crazy. And this is not a racial thing. This is just facts, right? He was dominant so crazy, then it just became everybody wanted to be the cowboy. You see what I'm saying?
Fire.
So I never wrangled a cow in my life. Like, I'm from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? I don't wrangle cows. You know what I'm saying? I ride horses. So because I respect cowboys, so I make sure I stay in my lane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a horseman. I ride horses, I teach them tricks, I make them do stuff, but I don't hop off horses and wrestle them to the ground. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't how I got into it. I just got into it riding. But I respect cowboys. But I do go to like trail rides, rodeos. I haven't been to Oklahoma. because I'm so focused on trying to build my spot. And it is an expense pulling horses. It is an expense. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get there, you got all the poop in the trail. It's work. You know, it's a lot of work. But
nigga, try having a 17-year-old. You shitting me? Yeah, you shitting me? Oh my God.
I enjoy the feeling of an animal that's powerful that chooses to submit to you because you have proven to it you're trustworthy.
Okay.
I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like getting it the day when it didn't trust me and it doubted me to the point that we could ride down a busy highway. And when I was in New York, I rode down 42nd Street. Police didn't say nothing. Only time they said something when I got to where they sit on them steps. They started rushing me. They told me I couldn't come with it where they be dancing and everything. They ain't say nothing.
So you just going down Madison and shit.
The white shirts was out there. They ain't say nothing. They looked at me. They ain't say nothing. I love riding. And
have with a horse, nobody said nothing. You ain't got no passengers, no nothing. You just pulled up.
When I came to New York, I can't come. I ain't going nowhere without a horse. I just can't. I just can't. I gotta have access because I just can't. I don't watch sports. I ain't sitting there watching no game. It's like I'm gonna ride, or I'm gonna sit outside like I am right now. I'm in my truck. I just sit outside and just watch them. Just sit here and just. I don't want to do nothing else but be at the barn all day, like straight up. Like
so.
Love it, bro.
I want to know the story. Like you came to Atlanta. What was that? Give us a story of the transitioning from like DJ now you do full-time horseman.
Remember when I came to Atlanta, I was programmed get a college degree. Once you get that, life gonna be great. You're gonna have everything you want. You gonna have no problems. Once you get that paper, that's all it is. Then you're gonna retire, and you're gonna be everything. Then once you start living, you're like, nah. People that graduated, and I'm still in college, they coming back for more education, talking about they can't find a job because they underqualified or overqualified. I'm like, this ain't adding up. For me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you back? Yeah, they said I was not qualified, so I'm trying to get my master's. Now they said I was overqualified, they didn't want to pay. So I'm like, I got to figure something out. So I just kept doing my DJ thing. I got to a point where I did 4 years at Clark, and I couldn't pass my exit exam because it wasn't a test. I had to really intern at a business. And then once I saw what it was, I'm like, why did I choose PR? I do not want to sit behind a desk doing statistics about objectives and missions and tactics and what's the percentage of how many people. I was like, this ain't me. So I just never went back. And I just took the opportunity to DJ for Jaquan. I just been winging it, like really, like just flowing. When I went out on tour, I had fun. I ain't gonna tell you, I had some fun on tour, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I got that out of my system now. You know what I mean? Like that world. I'm like, I don't need this no more. It was cool for what it lasted. And then rolling with Biz, like had access to things without really having to put in that much work. You know what I'm saying? Like when he went to the Playboy Mansion, I went to the Playboy Mansion. When he DJed for Magic Johnson, I was there. So when I'm around these people, and I really wasn't feeling like I'm seeing Tom Cruise, Serena Williams, Jamie Foxx, Nia Long, but I'm not feeling like how most people feel being around them. But I'm not thinking about horses either. I'm just confused at that point in life. Like, what am I going to do? Because this ain't feeling like how I thought it was going to feel to be around these people. And then we was in Tijuana on a tour, and I saw a Mexican. He ain't look rich. He had all these horses tied to a string. And then it clicked. Like, I forgot I like horses. I seen the Mexican. Because remember, I'm programmed that only rich people have horses. Doctors, lawyers, right? Coming from Brooklyn. Got to be retired. So I'm like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, but we are in Tijuana. So respectfully, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? But I'm like, well, shit. If he
You know what that's called, right, Brannu? In Tijuana, when they got all the horses tied to a string?
What's that called?
The poor man's Ferrari.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I ain't want to say nothing crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna let him say it.
Oh, horsepower.
The original polo.
Because I'm like, he looked so happy though, and I'm looking at him, and then I'm with these rap people and the girls around, and I'm like, my reality and my dream faced each other at one moment. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, it was clear as day. Like, once I get back, I'm done with this. I just jumped right into the horses. I never owned a horse, didn't have a trailer, didn't have a truck, didn't have a ranch. I just went and brought a horse. I didn't have nowhere to put it.
Shit, what the fuck? How much you buy a horse for?
Horses are not
a horse.
Yeah, so people think horses are like super expensive. They can be.
Okay.
You could buy a horse. That's $1 million. You could buy a horse that's $2,500.
Like, but how do you know? Like, you don't want to buy a Volvo, and I came there with Ferrari money. You know what I'm saying?
Like somebody made, yeah. So when you see $1 million horse, you're gonna know it's $1 million horse, right? You're gonna look at him like, whoa, okay.
Okay.
When he's standing next to something in Central Park, you're gonna say, okay, I see the difference. They got 4 legs, but this motherfucker right here is phenomenal. Like perfect, like proportion body, not just externally, also his head. Like what can the horse do? You see what I'm saying? And what has he already won? So most horses that's ranked that high, they come from a bloodline that has already earned, that has won earnings, that has competed with other top breeders, and they have won. So now the bloodline is like you are Mark Curry, so you're worth off the rip, coming out your mama belly, 100.
Right.
And once I teach you some stuff, you're gonna be 500. So. But a $500,000 horse and $1 million horse can die and break his leg quicker than one you paid $2,500 for. So I look at it. Somebody put a price on it. It's up to you what you want to pay. For me, I look at it like get the horse that works for you, and just enjoy what it is. Don't compete. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to compete with the big wigs with $1 million horses. Just ride. You know what I mean? Like.
Let's start it. Let's break this down. Let's break this down because again, we got to teach our listeners from the basics. So let's talk basic from the very beginning, right? In the hood, let's say like dogs. There's different types of dogs: pit bulls, German shepherds, Rottweilers. What's the most common horse that if somebody wanted to either ride a horse or own a horse, what would be the breed of the horse that is most common to be domesticated that somebody could obtain? Let's start with that.
I would say a quarter horse.
It's called a what?
Quarter.
A quarter?
Quarter horse.
Okay.
Quarter.
Yeah.
That's the breed of the horse?
That's the breed.
Okay.
Quarter horses come in multiple colors.
Okay.
So a quarter horse was given the name according to history because at a quarter of a mile they could run their fastest speed.
Okay.
Right? When you watch movies, you mostly see them on quarter horses. Westerns, quarter horses. Tennessee Walkers are more so what you see like when they're bred to get more ground without having to, for you don't feel the bounce. So they walk really fast but smooth, right? So a Tennessee Walker can walk just as fast as a quarter horse trotting. So it's gaits to it. It's like walk, trot, canter, gallop, right? So that's when you see people bouncing, like that's because the horse is trotting, and that's a quarter horse. His shoulders is moving at a different. He's moving on a 4 beat. It's like front, back. Walking horses, they shuffle. The front and the back leg move at the same time.
Okay.
Crisscross. You see what I'm saying? So they like shuffling. So they look like when you look at their feet, it look like he's shifting, like. But they cover more ground with less bouncing. So they was really bred for like plantation owners to hit according to the story, right? To get more ground, and he still could hold his drink or whatever and hit the ground and see what's going on with his situation. You see what I'm saying? And you mostly get those horses obviously in Tennessee. They're gated horses, so that's what a Tennessee Walker is. You know what I'm saying? They walking horses. They all run, but naturally they walk differently, and they neck and they bone structure is different. But mostly cowboys, you're gonna see them on a quarter horse.
So was that the first horse that you caught? So and like,
yeah.
so like
First horse I got was a quarter horse.
Gotcha. So like you say, you should just stop everything. You're like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. You didn't have a business plan. We winging it, bro. Like,
No,
just like most of us do it. So like, you cop the horse. What was plan B? Like, you living in the crib? Where you keeping the horse? What you
I'm
think
a
about?
risk taker. Yeah, I have no plan. I just said, and even when I got it, the lady was like, "So, uh, how you gonna train a horse?" I said, "I'll figure it out." She was like, "I don't think I should sell you a horse. It may kill you because it's your first horse and
Mm,
it's wild." I said, "I doubt it kill me. I think I'll figure it out." So she sold it to me. Then she told me, "Well, all right, when you gonna pick him up?" I said, "Well, I don't have a place to live. A place for the horse to live." So then she was like, "Okay. So you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out." I was just winging it. Then I finally found a place for the horse to live. I found this lady out in Loganville, Georgia. She was actually from Long Island, and she was boarding horses at her house. She would let you keep the horse at her house and pay her
okay.
like 300 a month. You know what I'm saying? She had a little barn behind her house and everything.
Fire.
So that's another generator. When you get land, you can let people keep their horse at your place. Um, So I brought a paint horse, which you kind of seen Little Joe riding on Bonanza. I don't know if y'all know about Bonanza,
Yeah.
right? So I brought a paint horse. They was a paint breeding farm, and I named the horse Spinderella because I had a plan that all my horses were gonna be musical horses. I had a
Yeah.
right, so I was gonna make the horse, name her Spinderella, and then now don't hire me as a DJ. Hire my horse to entertain your kids, all the celebrity entertaining kids. The
All right.
celebrity, right? I had a vision like, okay, now I ain't got to depend on the promoter. I'm gonna be my own promoter, and I'm gonna use your house as the club. I'm gonna make you get a. I know it was nobody in my lane in Atlanta doing what I was doing, so I said I'm gonna make the horse the artist. I'm not the artist. So I was trying to teach you how to do tricks and all of that, dance, bow, people. So I did get Usher's son birthday party. Um,
Fire.
Yeah.
yeah, so I did land that. Tamika at the time that was his wife. She hired me, and then it just kept going. You know what I'm saying? And then I just started riding that particular horse through the town. But that horse taught me a lot because I knew nothing about horses. Like
Wait,
nothing.
let's back up. How did that happen? How they find you?
Who?
How they find you? Like you ain't got nowhere. You found the lady in Logansville. You put the horse, and then after hitting you up, how they know you
Oh,
riding?
when you come to Georgia, you drive around, you see horses in people's yards and barns. So I just drove over in the area that I knew where horses were, like when you go
Yeah.
in certain neighborhoods. And then I seen people riding horses in this property. I pulled up in there and said, "Hey, are you boarding?" Because even in New York City, they was boarding horses, right?
Gotcha.
Right. So I knew boarding. I knew about the boarding concept that you didn't have to own land to actually own a horse. You just had to find a place that allowed horses to be there legally and pay rent. You know
But
what I
look,
mean?
once you found that, bro, like how frequently were you riding for Tamika, Usher's wife, to hit you up and be like, yo, like how did they find you?
Well, because I was already DJing like for Da Brat, Jaquan. I
Gotcha.
kind
There
of
we go.
already in that,
There we go.
right? So like
Relationship.
the PR, yeah, they PR person or hey, so and so throwing a kids party. You think you could bring the horse? Because I started now taking Spinderella all through downtown, like
Fire.
just
Gotcha.
walking her like a dog, like walking her because she was. Remember, she's wild. Like she don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. But like I said, I'm a risk taker. So I was like, shit. Only way she gonna get comfortable with the traffic is she need to see traffic.
Yeah.
So I started walking her where I was keeping her at. I would walk her up and down that block every day. And then some days she would get a loose from me out of fear. But we out. It's not like Eastern Parkway, so we out in Loganville, Georgia. So it was days she's strong. She run away, like pull away out of fear, and I'm nervous. And then the horse run back because they always gonna go back to where the horses are. So she ran back to the lady barn, and then she would just sit in the front porch and watch me and say, because she know I'm a newbie, right? Because she's from Long Island, but she been having horses. She's from Long Island, so she's watching me like shaking her head, like, like I guess it's like I'm the only brown young dude in the barn. It's all Caucasian women, and they all horse experience. So they watching me like, and I have the littlest horse in the barn, and they all riding thoroughbreds, very tall horses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like but I didn't care. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't care. And then she told me, she said, "Yo, how how many times you gonna wash the horse? I said, she gotta be clean, because I'm still Brooklyn, right? I'm still thinking you gotta be fresh, you gotta be. She's like, you're gonna wash the natural oils out of her. You can't
Oil.
wash the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't wash her every day.
Yeah.
Let her be a horse. You know what I mean? Let her lay on the ground. I'm like, nah, she gotta have a blanket on. She gotta be pure, like fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm I'm lost a little bit. So they look at me like, I flooded out the barn one time because I washed her in the winter. I wanted her like, you know how cats do cars, always wiping down their car. That's how I was with her, wiping her down.
Yeah, the new
And
Benz, quarter
yeah,
Benz,
like
650.
this guy, this guy's crazy. So then she said, so I was teaching her tricks because I knew I had that usher thing with my first pop. I said, I gotta pop here. I gotta make her do something. So she said, she would leave for work in the morning because I would DJ at nighttime. So I'll be there all day. And when she come home from work, she'll still see me in the barn trying to make the horse learn how to bow. Because remember, I'm trying to blow these people mind when I go that day. So I'm like, so she finally tells me like, yo, she said, how long you been trying to teach her to do this thing all day? I said, I've been here all day. She said, mind you, she's a mother and a wife, right? She said, if I made you do something from 8 o'clock in the morning and it is now 6 p.m., how would you know you did it right? If I'm making you do it hour after hour after hour. I said, she got to be perfect. I'm still thinking, showtime, no mistakes. She said, she's going to resent you. Because every time she see you, she's going to think work. She said, do a little bit, walk away. Do a little bit, walk away. But don't make her do it 20 times in 1 hour. And when
Gotcha.
that was the best information she gave me, because she was a wife and a mother. She understood how to raise something. I don't have any children, so I didn't know how to raise something. She said, give her time to digest what you taught her. Like you're trying to, but me, I'm on a clock. I'm like, nah, she got to know some tricks. Cause I know how my world thinks. She got to go out there and spin around, stand up in the air. So I'm trying to, she said, give her time. And she's a baby. Her mind is not there. Just don't rush her. And that was the best information she gave me as far as becoming a horse trainer. Like, do a little bit and walk away. Don't just make the horse do it over and over and over and over again. Because every time I see you, he's going to be like, oh, here we go. Shit. As soon as I get a chance, I'm leaving him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it really works. Like, now I get it. I'm like, when they do something good and they get it, I leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? That's a gem for whoever riding, who's training horses. Don't clock. Like, because you're gonna destroy the relationship between you and a horse. You know what I mean? It's like,
I just got a quick question about horses, just before we go on again. Just I'm curious, right?
Yeah.
Like a dog, right? A pet, a dog. The dogs
Yeah.
age differently than humans, like 7 years. Is that how do horses age? Do horses age the same as like human years, 1 year, or is it like more like dogs, 7 years? And what's the average expectancy of a quarter bred horse? What's the average
So
expectancy?
horses can go up to 30 years, 25, 30, 30 plus.
Human
I've
years?
never
Human years?
human years, right.
Okay.
So we do it. Technically, I don't believe in aging anything, but if we were aging an animal, we just do it 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So between 1 and 3, we would consider that, if it's a female, we consider her a filly.
A filly.
Between
Okay,
one
there we
and
go.
three,
Right.
right? Now, a boy between 1 and 3 or 4, we consider him a colt.
Colt.
Anything over 4,
Makes
that's
sense.
a male, is a
Got you.
stallion.
Stallion. Makes sense
Right.
now. Got you.
So, 1 to 4, of course, you would consider that a baby. The high teens, you would consider that like a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Then when they get in they high teens, it's kind of going into like grandpa stage. When they get into their high teens, like 18, 19, 20, they kind of gonna start going. They can still be in great shape, but that's why you see on the track, they starting them at 3-year-olds. It's like a 3-year-old filly riding right now. They get them young.
Right.
You get it out of them, because by the time they're about high teens, you could get a good horse for really cheap, 18, 19 years old. People really at that time gonna try and get rid of them because they try to maximize the investment between 3 and, I would say, 10. You know what I'm saying?
Just like cars, you don't want the 03 Buick. You ain't gonna charge this shit for the 2025.
So you can get if you want to ride and have something cool. I'll tell people get a horse in the teens, 15, 16, 17 years. It's gonna be cheaper, and as long as they've been feeding it, he gonna look good.
It's cheaper to keep.
But it's gonna be cheaper. So but the great thing about getting a horse, a female, is that you always could get a baby out of her. You know what I mean?
And now you talking about multiplying, turn 2 into 4, 4 into more.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you got a place to keep her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then you got to walk your horse around Brownsville like, yo, who got a male horse for my bitch?
So in Logansville,
now you gotta start going.
Out this motherfucker.
You got to look for a suitor.
You gotta start getting more horse people so you could start horse breeding. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people, man, you gotta find. I always started out with females because that was just something that naturally worked for me, and then I eventually went into the stallions because first and foremost, I knew most places wouldn't let you keep a stallion.
Oh, see?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
They gonna be like, and then if they see you a newbie, they're like, oh, nah. Yeah. I know that's about to be. You about to make my borders leave because your horse probably gonna try and bite my other while y'all in the arena. So that's why I started off with a female because I didn't have my own place. But now I got a stud over here. I got a little colt. He a Parisian mixed with a quarter horse, and he came from Wyoming. I went all the way to Wyoming and got him.
Fire.
Yeah.
So, I got one more question about the basics of horses. Now,
yeah,
I go online. I go to ehorses.com or some shit. Buy a question.
That's
That's the website. ehorses.com.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real? I thought you
You can go to ehorses.com and get a horse, and it tells you the age and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you can buy a horse. So if I go to a place like ehorses.com, let's say I want to buy a horse. Again, relating this thing to like a pet. I understand state to state might be different, but what's the basic prerequisites? Do you need a license to own a horse, right? Is there special provisions because this is a very large undomesticated technically animal? What are the provisions that somebody would need on the most basic level to own a horse and be able to do what you do, just walk the horse like around the city, like insurance? Or how does that work?
Geico.
You don't need a
Right,
you don't
that's what I'm
need
saying,
a
like Geico for horses or some shit. Like
you don't need a license to get a horse.
okay,
But so when you buy a horse, you got to make sure you have this thing called Coggins test, right? Because if you're traveling from state to state, there are agriculture police out there, agriculture police.
okay.
And if they see a trailer and the plates don't match the state, they will pull you over. It happened to me in Florida before. Never happened to me. I've been a lot of states, never been pulled off. I took the horse to Miami. Florida agriculture police pulled me over as soon as I got through the thing and asked me for my paperwork. And then legally, he said he had the right to confiscate the horse. It's to prevent diseases from being, you know what I mean? So it's a thing called a Coggins test. So usually when you buy a horse, it could come with a Coggins already. It's Coggins. And it's really just something that happened years ago. And it could kill the horse. It could spread, you know what I'm saying, or strangles or something. So a lot of high-end barns, they'll ask you because that's their investment. That's their companion. They wouldn't want you to wake up next morning. You came in with this horse from who knows what, and it done killed their animal. You're like, damn. So I do respect it because I understand now, like, I've seen barns have takeout. I've seen horses come to barns and take the whole barn out. So I know it is real. You know what I'm saying? Like how people say COVID ain't real. Like, I know it is real. I've seen it. But it's not something that often happens. So you don't need no license. You just need a place to keep the horse legally. You can ride a horse pretty much anywhere, but you cannot ride a horse on a highway legally.
You can't go down and dig in with your horse.
And you can't and you don't have if it's private property, they have the right to tell you to leave. But if you're on a city street, that's public. Because remember, horses were the first form of transportation, so they can't tell me police have stopped me before and I say I'm traveling. I don't have a driver's license. I'm not driving. This is my natural right to travel as a free man on this country. I have the liberty to travel from point A to point B. I'm not driving anything. It's me on the back of an animal with no motor. Why do I need a driver's license? So sometimes he may try and say, "Oh, you challenging me," so it's a pissing match. So I've learned certain things like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so now I'm gonna just make you go through what I want you to go through because I can. So I've learned sometimes to say, "Hey, officer, how you doing?" And just feed into them. What you need? Where you headed? I'm heading over here. You know you can't legally. Then I just show them the ordinance that say I can ride a horse in this state. Of course, it's in your muni code. Just look it up in your car. So before I go to a state, I'll just know the actual ordinance. So if I do get stopped, and this is from going through ping pong with law enforcement, I try to be proactive. So I'm like, according to section so and so, this is why I did it. And usually they'd be like, whatever. Sometimes you may get a jerk that may, you know what I'm saying? Well, where your ID? Yeah, if you ain't got a driver's license, where your ID? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we got a complaint that they said you've been riding the horse and it's dehydrated. Well, then look at the horse and see if it's dehydrated. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like different dilemmas that can happen. But lately, I've kind of bypassed that because I've been riding out here for a long time. And even when I was in New York, rode through Queens because the black Cowboys ride a lot. Police ain't say nothing. We rode to Jamaica Avenue, to the Coliseum, down Sufton, South Ozone. I told you I went to 42nd Street. They ain't say nothing. They ain't say nothing. The problem is, at the end of the day, where does the horse live, right? So if they find out the horse living in your backyard, then you may have an animal charge or something. Because legally you can't have a livestock in a place that's not zoned agriculture or for outdoor amusement. So, right, so your horse can technically, by law, if they want to play it, your horse can't live in a residential zone.
Message.
Right, you got to live. The horse has to live in an AG1 zone area or industrial outdoor amusement. So that's how they could get you. Because at some point you got to get off the horse, and then you can't tether them to a tree because that's illegal. So that's how they get you. Like, when you go to work, it's private property. They don't want the liability. So what you gonna do? See what I'm saying? So that's how they gonna get you. But if you're a free man and you're a cowboy or rancher, it don't matter. Everywhere you go, the horse is part of your. So I only travel to places that let me. I don't even go to Lenox Mall no more in Atlanta. After they told me I can't ride the horse anymore, I'm like, well, I'll never come here again. Like I only way you allow me to shop in your mall is that I drive a vehicle. Well, I don't want to drive.
I don't want to drive. But you in the car now?
Yeah.
I'm in the car for y'all.
Nigga, I want to see.
Can I be outside? Y'all was like, nah, you gotta be inside. I
want to see
outside.
Before we get off this motherfucker, can I see a horse?
I mean,
I hate sitting in this car. I'm doing this for y'all. Like seriously, I'm like,
no. I mean, if you get out the car and be like,
but shit, show us a horse. Let's
show. I want to see the horse.
I mean, as long as the audio and the picture is good, let's do it for the culture. Shit.
I was about to see your horse live on.
We rode today. Shit, we ride.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
What we talking about?
Hold on, wait. The horse got on a Balenciaga hoodie?
The horse, huh?
That's a Balenciaga on the hoodie?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought about saying you got the horse a Balenciaga hoodie.
No, that's my logo. That's my logo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, her name's Soul, and then I got. So this is the land I'm working on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fire.
So
fire.
It's a lot of land. So I got a vision for that. We get into that. That's what the documentary gonna talk about. What I'm trying to create. And then I got some more horses over here.
There we go. Yeah, man. Let's show them. Yeah.
Fire. Now
I'm glad. I was like, man, I got to sit in the car like that.
Nah, man, let's go.
This is our shit,
So this one right here, he only like a year old. His name is Be Nice. So I'm gonna let him breed. I'm gonna let him breed like all of them out here. That one right there, the black one, her name is Brooklyn. She a mixed breed.
All right, Brooklyn.
Be nice and pimp. He get to breed everybody, huh?
You know what I'm
He gonna have fun. He gonna go to work.
You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
And then this one right here, her name is Earth. She's a Tennessee Walker, but she a small one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But she got very, very long hair. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this color is called a palomino.
Okay.
And only reason I got this horse right here because the lady called me and she know I'm a sucker for the color and I like the long hair.
Right.
And she told Brannu, I got a horse for you. She's 15 hands tall. She's not 15 hands tall. She's actually like pony size.
What is
15
Right.
hands tall means your hand is like 4 inches. So you measure a horse. Back in the day, they measure horses from the hoof up to their withers. That means the top, that little notch right there at the top.
Okay.
We measure. So 15 hands, a hand on top of hand.
Mm.
She's short, right? So I drove so far to get her. I'm like, just put her in the trailer. So then I got her here. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just make her like when the kids in the neighborhood, when I get it together, she'll be like a neighborhood, the neighborhood horse. Kids had to come here, and I named her Earth so I could teach them about respecting the earth
I love
and
that.
things like that. You know what I mean? And then it was so it could be like if it's brothers or sisters, it's gonna be Earth, Wind, and Fire, teaching them the main elements of.
I like that. I like that.
That's the
Yeah.
vision. And then this right here, this was one of my other mansions. This is my other mansion. It's kind of down right now. Some rodents got in there. But this gonna be like the little hub when they come. They
Okay.
can sit in this little thing. You know what I'm saying? I got a vision. It's just that I don't have all the bread. But the trail is gonna take them. Can't really see it, but I'm gonna try and let you. I'll walk down. I'm trying to see if I could turn the camera around, but I don't want to mess up.
Now your audio sounds good. Everything perfect
Yeah.
right now, bro.
Yeah.
So if you want to turn the camera around, right? Just flip the entire camera. Don't try to do it on your phone. Just turn the entire camera so that you're walking and we can turn the entire phone itself and then we can see the area that you're walking down. And when you're ready to talk, you can just flip it back.
Okay, so
just in case.
So my vision for this part of the land. See, I live on Camp Creek Parkway, so the actual creek, the water.
Oh.
Okay.
Like it goes through the land, right? So over here, I'm gonna set it up where it's like a nature walk. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like an educational like bees, what type of trees, plants. But this creek, it'd be like coyotes, otters, deer, hawks, falcons. So the water, see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to set this up real nice with like when you go to a park, it's pavilions.
Right.
So when people come, I have pavilion 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to come? Hey, I'm not gonna charge for this. I'm gonna just do this on Sundays between like 12 and 4. Free for the community. You just have to reserve the little things I'm getting built. You have to reserve them, right? And if you want to donate, you can. If you don't, it's all good. Barbecue, hang out with the family, and just walk the nature trail. You see what I'm saying? And it'll be like educational shit, like when you walk down there about what type of tree this is, what type of grass this is, what type of
Fire.
I love that. I used to go to a summer camp that like it was like a whole nature preserve. Like I loved it. Like, I think it'd be so cool.
The trail is gonna go like straight down here. See what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah.
So then it's like, then I will try and get like independent artists, because I still love music, come out, play the guitar, play the drum, come sing. I'm gonna make a platform so they could be seen. You know what I'm saying? So somebody here may say, damn, I'm having a wedding or a family reunion. Can you come play the saxophone at my parties? I'm trying to make it a place where the people can be found too, musically. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's like, I'm trying to bring my whole life together. I ain't gotta ask a promoter. I got my own club, but I gotta try and make it comfortable. It's comfortable for me, but
hold on. We getting more comments from Instagram. See, Instagram going crazy right now. Instagram going crazy right now. They said, can you get your idea or your business funded as a nonprofit business or something? Would that be better for you to structure it that way for donations?
So I do have a nonprofit, a EIN number and all that. And I whoever watching, I don't want nobody to give me no cash. I'd rather, if you know somebody that could do the labor and finish the project, I have the renderings. Just complete it. I don't need nobody money. I just want complete projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want somebody to say, hey, could you make me one? I want to make another cabana. Can you finish the barn? Like different projects. I don't need nobody to give me no monetary Don't send me nothing. Send to whatever company and let them come and do the work. 'Cause I just want to see the place get to where it needs to get to, so I could do what I need to do.
We
Because I
got
have people come ride now, but I could make it so much more comfortable because when it rains, it takes a while for it to dry up.
Yes.
bro,
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you a question, bro. Why have you considered partnering with a brand that's heavy in that space and you keeping like 90% of the equity, right? And having them foot the bill so you could do about the passion, right? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of organizations that want youngsters and Gen Z, millennials, all that to get into horses, bro. Like, have you thought about it?
I'm open to whatever, but I haven't ran across something. I've ran across enough money that people want to give me and put into it, but they gotta feel good when you come to the gate.
Facts.
Okay.
Like, I gotta feel you. I can't. I don't have football. I live. Ludacris live literally 8 minutes from me. You know what I'm
Fire.
saying? You know what I mean? Tiana Taylor and her dude, they use one of my horses for it in their videos. Hot Body or whatever, Body Remix. Like, it's people. I live in a really good area.
Yeah.
But they gotta. When you come, I gotta feel. I don't want my passion to turn into. See, my. I don't want my passion to turn into like business. Like, I don't want it to turn into you trying to get your return. Let's just do something like angel investors. Let's just create something where people have a place to go with their family and friends in the city, close to home, where they could get in tune with nature and have a good time. Like, why do we have to ride all the way to Blue Ridge when right across the street from me is $1 million houses, right? So it's like it's enough disposable income. It's just that I don't have the place. Not everybody gonna go through dirt. Not everybody gonna walk
Why
through
not
dirt.
the city or the state?
That's part of the documentary.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Me and the state don't get along.
yeah.
So it's like I feel like I tell people all the time, it was no for sale sign for this place. Like, this shit just landed. I used to live at the ranch next door. There's another ranch next door
Got you.
on the other side of me. They the ones that hated on me when I got this land and called the people on me. See what I'm saying? So because now I done took.
The man.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have no loyalty to them now. I'm gonna say whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm standing here alone against. I'm not from down here. I'm just standing here. So I'm just trying to. This. I feel like this land was divinely waiting for me because it was vacant for 30 years.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? It just sat here. They got a little house on it that's like 600 square feet. It had no roof on it. I finally put a roof on it. I'm still working on the house to this day because I don't do nothing no more unless my heart is in it. Like, when I be having my days because this shit is a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I cleared this whole thing. I cleared this whole thing out by hand. Like, all these marks I got, I cleared this whole forest out by hand with a chainsaw on fire.
What?
You know what I'm
Wow.
like, I'm burning right now. You see the smoke?
Yo,
Yeah, I'm burning right now.
Wow.
So this right here is gonna be the arena. It's gonna be a 500 by 500 rodeo arena. So I'm gonna start my own riding team. Cause I kind of miss my window to be a young jockey, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make it where I create the space where they don't have to worry about animal control. They ain't gotta worry about feeding a horse. They ain't gotta worry about having a saddle. They ain't gotta worry about. All they gotta do is come through the gate, sign a waiver with their parents, and we're gonna create a riding team right here, brand new riding team. And then we're gonna load up and we're gonna compete in different rodeos in Houston, Oklahoma, Mississippi. But it's gonna be our training hub right here. And they're gonna use my horses, the horses that I have, right? And then now they don't have to worry about everything I was worrying about when I was in Brownsville. Like, damn, can y'all buy me a horse? You know you can't get no horse, boy. Can't afford that. There's many kids out here that want to ride that shouldn't be to the disadvantage because their family just don't have the money at the time. So I feel like my story happened the way it happened so I can be the answer so they don't have to go through depriving wanting to be a jockey because of finances, or they can't get to the stable today because mom got to work or dad got to work, or grandpa got to work. It's like we're going to get a little bus. We're going to pick them up, drop them here. We're going to set up a facility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we drop them back home. It's like school. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
going to work with the schools and say we're going to have the after school program from 3 to 6, whoever's in Brannu riding team. But the goal is to prepare them for the rodeo season every spring. So they're going to have to be out here winter, just like me, in the rain. Take care of your horse. I'm going to put 5 kids to each horse or 3 kids to each horse so they can learn about team building. Today you clean a stall. Tomorrow you clean the tack. Tomorrow you take the hay. Tomorrow you train. And they learn how to work with each other. But I'm going to try and make it where it's one kid that come from a wealthy family and then another kid that don't come from a wealthy family. So they could understand that we equal in the horse's eyes. No matter your mama, right? We equal. Horse don't care that she got a Porsche or your daddy shoot basketball. Here, it don't matter. We equal. So that's my goal. I want to get uniforms for them so everybody is.
Yeah.
And it just be Wrangler shit, like my logo with the Wrangler thing. And then, because if you look, I don't know if you could see, like those houses, like I'm too far. But I'll walk over there if we got time. But I'm gonna walk over here so you kind of could see, like,
We chilling.
see. So like I'm doing all this work myself because I don't have the budget. So I just work on it. I just do what I can. But because I've been attacked by the government, I'm grateful for it now. In the midst of it, I was bitter and angry and fuck that. Y'all make me. I'm not a punk. I had to mature, and I'm glad it happened because now I feel like I could really lead a team. You ever seen Karate Kid and he teaching the kid break his ankle, like the bad sensei, the bitter one? Like I'm glad I'm not that guy. Like winning is all like it's like nah, it's cool. As long as you're doing right, don't matter what they say. Like just ride. My saying is, man, just ride your horse. Don't worry about winning or losing. Just ride your horse. We all winning. Don't. So what? We don't take a trophy. Did you try your best? Then that's what I'm pushing. I'm not saying most bonds are so competitive. They're just like gymnastics. They making the kids so they want to win so much because the coaches get recognition to get more students, right? So they like he's a champion. He's a champion trainer. I'm trying to build champion minds. Like life is gonna get ugly. Do you have the balance mentally to know how to stay on course, or are you gonna break? Do you have the emotional stability to stay on course? Or are you worrying about what Tiffany doing because she pulled out with a 550 and she only 18 and now you going off course of all your blessings? You done devalued yourself as a woman. You done did something stupid in the street because you emotional trying to get the bag and you fucked up so much opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to take everything I've learned from my life, friends, family, and try and prevent like less damage control by having this place instill that Brooklyn mentality so I can relate to a kid from the hood. I can relate to a kid, parents, not being married. I can relate. The average equestrian teacher, they come from money. They can't relate. You know what I'm saying? They can't. I'm trying to touch a whole nother audience. I'm not trying to touch the wealthy. I'm trying to touch the ones around the way that was like me that wanted to ride but just couldn't.
That's
You see
right.
what I'm saying?
I do it for the children.
See, that's the next ranch next door. See how close we are?
Oh
See,
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to build this little fence, a little barrier like this, come all the way around. So the first arena gonna be 500 by 500. Once we develop this arena, we're gonna make another arena. So it's gonna be different arenas for different disciplines. Like one may be for hunter jumpers, one may be for roping cows. Even though I'm not a cowboy, I'm still gonna embrace those who want to do it. Like, that's cool, you wanna rope cows? And rope cows. But now you got a place to get better and a place that's gonna like basically say, all you gotta do is get here. And then hopefully it can get to a point where some of these rappers, like, okay, instead of spending money in Magic City this Monday, 21, pay for this kid. You know what I'm saying? Pay for his uniform, buy the horse feed. You ain't gotta give me $1. Just pay for everything, have them deliver the horse's humane care. Then that take the pressure off of me trying to have it, and now I gotta feed the horse, give the lesson, like, or get sponsored by Tractor Supply or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just really trying to create something that can be like actually could work with the government, but they so forced on trying to make a subdivision here or whatever they want. They don't understand the power of having something like this in a community, because all it is in my neighborhood is subdivisions. We don't have a movie theater. We got one supermarket. We don't have no community family interaction things. We only
Right.
have cigar bar. We don't have nothing for family. We don't have no arcade, no bowling, no. This city is just a bedroom town. It's just subdivision, because they taking all this raw land out here and just, it's great for them for what they do, but for what I'm doing, I'm like, well, we need to put something that can balance out those households. You see what I'm saying?
Message.
See some horses right here from next door. See, I'm still like building, like I'm still making the road to go back that way. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh wow.
But you probably can see that horse. Like, can you see him?
Yeah, I see a little silhouette.
See that white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get the land?
Yeah.
So I used to live at this ranch right here next door,
Okay.
and then I had a shortcoming, and my cabin caught on fire. I'm a loyal cat, so everybody say, you. Every time somebody come over there, she tell them they the barn manager. You the barn manager, Brannu. You your show. You know, somebody gaslighting you.
Yeah.
But I needed her at the moment because she gave me a place to stay. I didn't have to pay. I just had to give her a cut or whatever I made. So when I got this place, I didn't realize it made a lot of people jealous. Remember, this place was here for 30 years vacant. They've been here for 25.
Mm.
Any Cowboys been over there. Why none of y'all thought about getting this?
Right. They could have been bought it or
Yeah.
acquired it, whatever.
So now a New Yorker comes out of nowhere, outthink y'all, and then it turns into, I don't have no family roots down here. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
So I called the people on me and created that drama. The case got dismissed because they couldn't prove, because I record everything I was doing. Because remember, I was trying to document my journey.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't think that I had recorded when I brought the horses, when I'm feeding the horses. They didn't think I had that much. I had 2 phones worth of data. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nothing stuck. Do animals die? Of course they do. What lives? Horses die all the time. I tell people in the courtroom, you put a canine to pursue a suspect, right? And the suspect shoot the dog. Isn't it cruel for the police to make the dog go out there and put his life at jeopardy to catch somebody?
Message.
I signed up today to get popped. Just like they put horses in riots. So why is it that when the brown man is pursuing something, they always try to make the narrative that we're trying to kill something, as if we don't have mothers, aunts, girlfriends, sisters, like we can't have compassion in our heart to try our best to do what's best, and something may die. Period. SeaWorld, the whole whale died in the damn SeaWorld. Did they shut SeaWorld down? No. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
Off.
Like,
I love it. He going off. I love it. You talking?
So it's like
Real.
Kentucky Derby. You could go on YouTube right now, look up race horses who break their leg on the track and see how the media verbalize it. Oh, today we had to put the horse down. They downplay it. When it's something that look like me, yeah, that nigga killed them. Yeah, animal cruelty. We taking all the horses, and I hope he go to jail forever. It's like a whole
Hated it.
rodeo. You ever seen what they do to the horses at the rodeo? Have you ever seen what they do to those cows in the pen? Have you really paid attention? So it's like I'm trying to just be. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Remember, I told you I went into the horses for peace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I'm finding the same problem that I found being a DJ, because humans are always gonna cause fucking chaos. Like this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know that was my purpose. I thought my purpose was just to ride, but now I learned my purpose is more like. Remember Last Dragon, the movie?
Of course. Show enough.
Remember the beginning?
Am I the big queen?
Am I the master? Who's the master?
That's my movie. And I never knew as a kid why I love that movie until I'm like, yo, I'm like Bruce Leroy. Like, I didn't know. I knew without knowing.
Hell no. No.
All these people aggravate me, throw me off my square, get in my head, make me angry. And then the sideline, like my grandfather would say, he said, they found your weak spot. They know you're a sucker for the horses, so they keep poking you because they know now you're going to do something stupid to get your ass arrested. You're going to say, fuck the police and get the fuck off the land, and now it's resisting arrest. They found your weak spot, and now they playing you. So now they can't get you for this, but they're going to get you for that. And guess what? They in the car driving you to the jail laughing. Literally, I would be in the car, and they like, I hear them. Yeah, we got the Cowboy. Yeehaw! We headed in. Like, I'm like, and not white boys, brown men.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, go to the jail. I'm smelling like horrible in the jail too, because I'm been out here sweating, manure. But I'm glad I went through it because now I feel like I'm strong enough to give advice. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mentally strong. Like before I was a boy. Like now I feel like I'm a man because it's like I had to realize I had to learn emotional stability too. I had to learn, do I value peace or chaos? Chaos ain't gonna get you nowhere. Just like riding a horse. So that's part of like my goal is to make my riding team mentally stronger. Not just I got the biggest belt buckle, I got the trophy. Who cares? Are you mentally stable? Do you know how to balance your emotions? Okay, well, prove it, because you can't lie to that horse. The horse gonna tell me if you got it together, the way y'all ride. Because they could feel a fly on their back. They damn sure could feel if your energy is off. So just Google horses that's in like hunter jumper and see how like the high-end horses, how they dump the rider off when they trying to go over the jumps and they just park. It's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the beautiful thing about seeing a rider and a horse is seeing it's like poetry in motion. It's like they in sync. You and this animal is in sync. Like y'all moving with like flowing water. It's like, damn.
Shit's like the Avatar thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly.
That shit's like the Avatar, motherfucker. I love it. Yo,
So,
go ahead, Nadege. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. So, because you kept mentioning the documentary, for our audience who doesn't know about this documentary, can you give a little synopsis? You know, tell us about it.
So the documentary again, I just kept riding. So I was just riding one day because I had to get out of my chaos. So I just created the Atlanta streets to be my trail. So I ride different places. I rode down to the Beltline, just being myself. Like, I ain't gonna give up riding, but I gotta get out of this forest because there's so much anger that I have here. You know what I mean? So much. I've been arrested here. I done starved out here. I done been cold out here. I'm washed up in the creek out here. I done lived outside in the woods. So sometimes I gotta get up out of here. So
that's real.
It was two ladies. It's like, oh, what's up with you with the horse? I'm like, I'm just riding. But they never told me. She never told me she used to work. She worked for CNN or as a reporter. So she just took my information, whatever. I guess she must have did her research. And then she hit me up and said, hey, I want to do a story on you, like a piece. So I was like, cool. Like, I said, I ain't got the bread to like. She was like, I'm gonna put it all together. Just trust me that I could get it done. So she put a team together. And then 2 years later, while they still had full working jobs and going through their life, they committed to it. They finished the doc. We had differences on how I wanted to go at it again. Brooklyn thinking, right? Nah, expose them niggas. Yo, put their face on there, their name, their title. Yeah, where the kids go to school. It's like, nah, we can't do it that way. Like that ain't just it's a different way to go at it. So I said, all right, cool, I do it y'all way. So they found an angle in the treatment how to get the story across without actually pointing fingers at people directly. And I really wanted to point fingers at like names because I experienced these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this cop was wrong. Like, expose him. You know, this judge said this. Expose him. Like, they put me all over the news and dropped the case, then sold my horses, and then tell me when my case dropped, we can't find them. Like,
what?
Let it ride. So
how is that?
That's what the story. That's
impossible.
That's exact. Again, it goes back to old history. A man with land and cattle, I realize, in modern time, is more of a threat. Young Thug got caught for a RICO case, right? found guilty on probation. They returned his money, cars, and jewelry. I'm asking for 7 of my horses back. I was never indicted. I was never charged. My case got dismissed, and they told me we can't find the horses. How you can't find something that you legally seized by, and you're the government? Doesn't logically make sense. So they made me go through loops, all these legal loops. Now me, I'm going up to the DA's office, knocking on the window. I'm getting kicked out of Fulton County by the sheriff. I'm going to animal control, calling out the supervisor because I can't get no answers, and I don't have the money to keep paying lawyers to send emails out that I'm getting charged $225 an hour. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just doing it my way. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna just wait for these niggas in the parking lot. I know what time he get off. I see what car he get in. I'm gonna wait right here in the parking deck. I'm gonna knock on his window and say, "Where my shit?"
That's real too.
Right? But now I'm realizing, now I'm realizing now you're creating more enemies. You're already enemy of the state. So now you're creating, yeah, you know that Fulton waited for me outside. And so now when they go to the office, they making everybody at the buffers don't like you off rip. Because they work with them every day. See what I'm saying? So I went at it in a street way, and this was a corporate play. You know what I'm saying? This was a
Message.
corporate, so I don't know how to play the corporate, which takes a little bit more patience. You may have to tuck your tail. You may have to let someone else come in there with a suit and send an email. I'm like, man, like what you said when you got it. I said, man, I live outside. I just keep it 100. Like, where my horses? Like, I don't hear no shit. Paperwork say you dropped my case. It says right here in the contract that you guys were supposed to foster my animals till the final disposition of the case. I got arrested in July 2016. They start selling the horses in October 2016. I was never indicted. They start selling the horses 3 months, August, September, 3 months later, without the DA permission. So I go to the DA and say, hey, I got screenshots on Facebook showing that my horses are being sold by Trinity Rescue Group, Save the Horses Rescue Group, and Georgia Draft and Rehabilitation. They all are rescue. They have Instagrams too. Save the Horses. This is good, Kendall. Trinity Horse Rescue. They all have a rescue in Georgia and Canton, Georgia, but they have a contract through animal control, through Fulton County Animal Control. And Fulton County Animal Control is hired through Fulton County Commission. Like every county has a commission. So they're vendors for the county. So I'm going to Fulton County Commission meetings saying, hey, my case got dismissed. You guys gave these people, they're your vendors for the county. They work for you. They took my property. My case got dismissed. I want my property back. They just sitting up there. You know when they give you that 2 minute to talk and voice your opinion at town hall meeting?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come here and voice your opinion. We really don't care what you're saying. This just make you feel like you're in a democracy, but really it ain't. Just come up here and feel like you got a voice. Okay, you done? All right, 2 minutes, next. So I start like, okay, I'm gonna just wait for them to come outside the building. And then it became that I'm harassing them. I'm like, but you supposed to be up, you supposed to be the government, you supposed to be the example. Follow your own rules. Why do I need to go through hoops? You dropped the case. That was your choice. You should have just left me in jail then if you thought I was a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, or charge me. They never charged me for the crime because they knew I had too much proof that the horses were never being abused. That one horse that they showed on the news wasn't mine, and I had the documentation from Animal Control that I had informed them about the horse a month ago. And the guy whose horse it was, he confessed. Right? Once he confessed, they really was like, shit. So the horse that we trying to jam him for, that gave us probable cause to take all the horses, is now in Fulton's. And he has proof that he told us about the horse coming to the property, and y'all still went over there and seized them. It was a bad employee in that circle. And then if one bad employee, now it's if one get exposed, and now it's a whole line of them.
Exposed.
Message.
On each other, right? The sheriff. Then I had to get 3 attorneys to butt in. They like, who did you piss off at Fulton County? Because this seems like very personal because it's so petty, but they went extremely, and they like not budging on shit that they know they should be not doing. So what they did legally, which I didn't know, I put in a motion to inspect my property. So anytime you get arrested, and they take your kids, or they take your stuff, they supposed to inform you where your stuff went. Just like if you get your car towed, it went to so-and-so. They just can't take it and not tell you,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
They never informed me. So when I got out of jail, and I said, well, you never left nothing to tell me where my stuff went. So I had to put a motion in. Remember, I'm just going up there like, yo, tell me where my shit is at. But I had to realize this is corporate. You can't operate like that. That's my immaturity then. That I had to learn. You had to play this a whole different way. So now you got to file paperwork. But that's the game.
You gotta
Drag
play the game. Gotta play the
play the
game.
game. And a lot of times you don't have the money or the patience or know how to even do the paperwork. So now I'm doing things on my own. I'm looking up anti-litem notice. Because I'm not a 5%er, but I used to dibble and dabble with those guys in New York. And like, you know, Israelite Moors, you know what I mean? All that. And
Yeah, I'm with you.
I basically was like, you know what? I'm gonna study this on my own. So when I studied it on my own, I realized it was something called an anti-litem notice that you
Okay.
can write to get your property back. But when I did it, they wasn't responding. So I had to hire an attorney, and the attorney charged me like $3,500 just to write the letter.
Yep.
Right? So I'm like, yo, $3,500 write a letter.
Yeah.
So it's me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So now they not responding to the attorney at all. We sent it 3 times. So they like, yo, Fulton County dirty. But because they try to have immunity because they police, they just swinging you. So basically I got arrested 2016. The case got dropped in 2018. I never was indicted throughout the whole process. 2018, I asked for the horses back. They never gave those horses back, but in 2017, they arrested me again for animal cruelty, but they gave those horses back. So when they gave those horses back, I said, well, if you gave back the ones you took in 2017, the same guy, the same property, with a pending case, why would you not give back the ones that you already dismissed me of, right? Because they already sold them. So they can't really justify them no more. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore, now they tucking their tail like, well, those are gone. Just take these and hit the road. You know what I mean?
Nah, but
that's
you owe me. You got to make me whole for that. That's my property. Technically, that's stealing. You stole from me. And what you're saying is because you're the government that it's okay for you to fucking rob me. And no, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
You
But
got to
people,
compensate me for that. You got to either give me the horses back or you got to compensate me in enough to have me buy new horses equivalent to the value of what those horses were.
Exactly. So now, and in the state of Georgia, horses are considered companions.
Right.
So when they arrested me, they had helicopters, they had every news station. So they made it a serious thing. So I'm saying 2018, 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 7 years, I still don't have the horses back.
Wow.
7 years, you telling me that y'all can't identify where the horses was. Well, go back to Save the Horses. They're on Instagram, or Trinity Rescue, or Georgia Draft Rehabilitation. Go back to them and say, hey, we gave you guys permission to take the horses and keep them at your facility. Where are they?
Right.
And bro, to give the people context, what kind of loss is that? 7, 8 horses.
Right.
What kind of loss is that for you in your business?
So in the midst of it, I didn't know. Remember I said I did the motion to inspect? So what they strategically did, I got on the calendar for them to allow me to go make the rescue people come to court. They strategically dropped my case the day before I had the hearing for the motion to inspect.
Wow.
So now I realized, so my lawyer said, hey, they dropped your case. I said, yeah, I went up there and they dropped it. He said, well, you don't need to go to court tomorrow because the judge can't do nothing. I'm like, wow, we waited months and years to get on the calendar. He said, because they don't have a criminal case against you, so the judge doesn't have no legal authority to make them do anything because there's no criminal case. I said, well, I'm going anyway. And sure enough, the judge said, unfortunately, since they don't have a criminal case against you, I can't make Fulton County do anything. You now have to go after them civilly.
Civilly, right.
So now I got to go through a whole nother loop, right? So it's a whole nother process civilly. So then you got to get on the calendar. So we get on the calendar. Then they give us a mediator. The mediator even say, look, if you took this man, if this was his kids and you said he was harming them, and then you dropped the case,
Right.
Do you keep it? And do you keep the kids because you
Right.
thought you did something wrong?
Right.
So the mediation didn't work either. Fulton County was not budging. Like, no, we have immunity. It was just a bad cop that did the wrong thing. But that's your worker. You're responsible for them.
Wait, hold on a second. What you got to define this immunity shit? What does immunity mean in Fulton County? That police can't get prosecuted or the justice system is not held liable when they fucking make wrong calls?
Yeah, so they have this thing called immunity where it's like they're immune from being sued. That's why it's hard to sue the government. That's why most of the time you can sue the government when it's bodily damage, when it's death. Like it takes so many loops to prove they have. It's crazy how the law is, and I seen it when my own is written. It's like you're gonna have to go. You have to learn the loopholes through law. It's so many loopholes, and that's the part that they know that most people won't go through the fight or have the money. So they know, like, oh, we just swing him this way, and legally we can, because I doubt he knows how to go this way. So, unfortunately, I'm dedicated. Like, I done sacrificed a lot. I'm living outside. Like, I'm not giving up. So, we got to a point where I finally convinced the lawyer. I even went to Benjamin Crumb. I had DJ'd his party in Miami, 2020. And I met him, and I was like, yo, I'm going through some crazy stuff. They violating me. And he wrote me a letter. I'll text it to you. And he said he couldn't represent me in February 2020. And March 2020 is when George Floyd passed. He jumped all over that case.
Right.
It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, damn, brother to brother, right? Somebody got to die for you to say, let me jump on that. Like, they violated me.
Message.
He had to die for you to get, like, I got to damn near be bodied. Like, when I would call some lawyer, they said, well, did they harm you? Did they beat you up? No, I don't want to I don't want to do the case. It's like they want you to be dead because they know legally they can win more if you're dead or bodily harmed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's unfortunate that the system and lawyers are trained that way. And so anyway, we had to figure out how was we going to get it out of Fulton County. So my original lawyer was like, look, we're going to take it to the federal, the 11th Circuit Court, which is the highest court you can go to before getting to the Supreme Court. But that court is in Atlanta, but it's not in the same Fulton County building. And they don't take every case. They're very selective. They only take very rare, complicated cases. That's the point of them. So we got selected. That was a step. We finally got on the calendar in December 2023. Mind you, my case got dismissed in 2018.
Right. And you got arrested 2016. So now we're talking 6-7 years already.
Right.
Right.
For horses now, right? For horses.
Right.
Now, so now I'm like, okay. We get on the calendar. They only give you 15 minutes per side to argue. Fulton County had 15 minutes to argue why they're not reliable for the horses, but you did the arrest. It was your case. It was your vendors. My attorneys got to argue 15 minutes, and it's three judges up there breaking everything, breaking both sides apart. Truth, be honest. They broke based on this and all this legal stuff. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. So we finally got a hearing back. That was 2023. This August, we finally got the response back, and they said that I have a right to sue Fulton County. So now we got to get back. Now we got to take Fulton County back to court, get back on the calendar to now decipher how much they owe me. Because before they were saying, well, you can't sue us, period. So now a judge said, well, he can sue you. So now that's all, that was only their job, is to say, yes, he can sue you, or no, he can't sue you. Now we got to go back to Fulton County. But Fulton County recently tried to write back to the 11th Circuit Court that they want us to go back to the 11th Circuit Court to revisit the case because they feel that it was looked in error.
Hold on, but wait. Before you go any further, so we're getting extra information now just for you to know. Again, Instagram is going crazy for you, Brannu. Like they're going crazy. County said go back to Crump. He just actually purchased his first horse, which won at Saratoga about 2 weeks ago. So now he has like a special interest in horses now. That's hilarious now.
I'm a send it out. If I could text it to your phone, and if you could put the letter up there so people
Yeah,
can see.
send it. We'll put it up.
Let me.
Yeah, send it. We'll put it right up.
You ain't gotta,
That's
this
crazy,
is
bro.
real, man.
That's
These
crazy.
stories matter, bro. This shit is crazy, man. Like,
so when let me see.
Yeah, we can still hear you, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Brannu. I'm just saying,
trying to
you know, you made a valid point, right? And you know what I relate that to when he was talking about how they view, let's say, cruelty to animals for white people, and let's just call a fucking spade, right? When they talk about viewing cruelty to animals for white people versus for black people, right? I don't know if you know about this, but you know they brought down that big ass fucking lawsuit against like Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, and all these circuses, right? It's the same shit. Like, how do you teach a fucking elephant to stand on its fucking head? You know what I mean? And dance around and spin in circles. The fucking cattle prods and the electric prods you're using. Is that not cruelty to animals to teach them to do these fucking? How are you treating them? How are you storing these animals and transporting these animals? And again, like, you know, we already know who Barnum and Bailey was, right? Because like if Barnum and Bailey was fucking Raheem and Ray Sean, them niggas would have been under the fucking jail. You understand what I'm saying? But because it's Barnum and Bailey, right? Yeah, you know they got to make, you know, millions of dollars in profit. But let it have been black motherfuckers doing it, you'd have been under the fucking jail for the treatment of those.
Horses been used in wars since the beginning of time.
That's a fact.
I'm not religious, but Jesus rode a mule through the desert. What we do, especially what I do, is not of harm. Like, I just basically just ride. If you watch the Kentucky Derby, you see the veins coming out those horses' neck. I'm not tripping on it. But what I'm saying is, how is it looked upon as, yeah. But if I'm riding down the street, they want to call animal control and say, he's riding a horse and it's 80 degrees. Okay. Is the horse sweating? Is he passed out? You know, it's like, he's not carrying a buggy or anything. When you have rodeos, do you not see when they out in the pasture, is it not 80 degrees just when they standing outside eating grass?
Yeah.
It's always perceived. It's always, and this is the thing that I say for, if this gets to any high-end, like high-level person, when I say high-level, like that got a major voice and got money, we value horsemanship on a fashion level. For example, most people don't know that the Gucci loafer, the original Gucci loafer, even to this day, the buckle on it, that little gold thing, that's a horse bit for a horse mount. They don't really know that. When you buy Gucci, that buckle is a horse bit. When you look at the Christian Dior saddlebag, that's why it's called a saddlebag. It's shaped like an English saddle.
Right.
They make clothing to embrace the equestrian lifestyle for the high-end riders. That's why they have riding boots. You know what I'm saying? It's Nautica makes stuff for you to be on boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, Polo makes shirts because they play polo. Most people don't know why foreign cars have the engine in the back, because horsepower comes from the rear end of the horse.
Right.
That's why they call it horsepower. So we glorify horses on a fashion car level, but we're fueling them. When we're giving them our money, we're fueling them to buy the ranches and buy the high-end horses and control the industry.
Yeah.
Now, I've dated white, Asian, Indian, so I'm not against any color or race. What I'm saying is, I believe in equality. And it should not, a person like me in this current time should not have been heavily exposed and had a hard time getting my voice heard because I wasn't bodily harmed in the process. And went up to those white people's ranch, right? And took the horses. Then they would have said, criminal charges, I stole them. I'm stealing something that's owned to me. So it's like sometimes
he'd have been a cowboy OJ.
Exactly.
He'd have been a cowboy OJ.
And it's like when you go to a leader like Benjamin, who has a voice. I went to Non. I went to. It's like they put you through so much hoops. I'm like, why I gotta go through? Yo,
that's real shit.
This is like modern time slavery. Like, I'm taking your cattle, I'm taking your land.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna help you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm still standing, so it's like, I think at this point they should say, yo, we gotta respect dude. Like,
but question though, B.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you some real shit.
Yeah.
So you've been in movies, you've been in all types of stuff. You got the relationships in the music industry. Who the fuck is reaching out to make sure you get the word out? You live 8 minutes
Nah,
from Ludacris, bro.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Keep it a beansky, please.
That's why I say I have a message that I could tell that as long as you keep riding and doing your part, no matter what they block, somebody else is gonna see you. So my first blessing was Harder They Fall. Without that movie, I would have lost the land because I only had 5 years to pay it off.
Right.
When I got that movie, it paid me just enough to pay off the land. But in the midst of me being in that movie, I did 6 months out there. I was only supposed to be out there for 2 weeks. My contract kept getting renewed. Bank account kept going up. Bank account.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just stay in New Mexico. Fuck that land in Atlanta. Like, it's too much headache. Then I thought about it. I said, I ain't gonna be able to live with myself if I walk away. I mean, I gave up. I was a sucker move. So I came back and I gave everything I earned to pay it off. So I don't have to worry about a bank or anybody saying you defaulted, right? Now I'm saying, okay, got the land. So I'm there for 6 months. They did the research on me. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is what I mean about the power of sometimes our people. I met a girl out there on set. Never did nothing with Shorty. Never kissed her, never went to a hotel room. I seen her the first day I went out there, but I never said nothing. Through past experience, I'm like, nah, that look is always dangerous. Remember that song?
That's real. That's real.
You know what I mean? I can't be like, yeah, stay away from that. So one day towards the end, like my last 2 weeks on set, she happens to be right behind me online while we getting food. And then we speak.
Okay.
We spoke on the phone that night. The next day I got cut, my nigga.
What the fuck? What?
So let me tell you how it went down. So I'm on set. I'm riding. If you watch Harder They Fall, the scene where they got the Crimson Hood gang with the mask on.
Yeah.
That scene, I was supposed to be part of the Crimson Hood gang. So I got cut from that scene. So the animal guy comes to me. He's like, "Hey, folks, we want you to sit this one out." I'm like, "Sit this one out? I've been here for like 6 months. Like, why am I sitting this one out?
Right.
This is like the last 2 weeks. Why am I sitting out?" He said, "Look, the director said that he don't want you around the horses no more." I'm like, "I've been here for 6 months, my nigga. Like, you don't want me around. I'm already in the credits. Already signed the contract. You already paid me.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It's not clicking. It's not clicking
Right.
right now. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm looking at the Peter people there. I'm like, these fuckers. See what I mean? I'm going to what I think did it to me. They did nothing. These experiences I could give to the youth to say, sometimes it could be that girl. Sometimes it could be that friend that hated on you. You know what I'm saying? The Peter people that finally looked up my picture, I'm like, but I've been here for 6 months. They've been on set every day. By now they would have seen something like, something ain't adding up. So James, who's the producer of the show, he rolled with Jay-Z. So I said, you know, I'm gonna hit my man. My college roommate is Walter Jones. He was like a VP at Sony. So I hit him up. I said, yo, you know James? He's like, yeah. I know him. You know, he do publishing, so you know. I said, yo, find out why he cut me. He's like, he cut you? I'm like, yeah. I said, I don't know what's up with dude. Like, he see me. I've been here. I done signed the contract. You can't reverse it. So he hit me back. He was like, yo. He said, oh, the girl that you was talking to on the phone.
That's a shorty?
He said the girl you was talking to on the phone told him to Google you. And when he Googled you, he saw that 2016 shit. He saw how you would step into the government, you know, when they would come to your property, you'd be telling them, get off my property. And he saw all of that. And he was like, nah, that ain't a good look for us. He saw me standing up. It's a black cowboy movie showing me standing up as a black cowboy for my property. And if you Google, I did Harder They Fall 2020, right? So if you Googled me, you also saw that the case got dismissed, right? You also saw that I was putting a federal lawsuit against Fulton County. But you took this girl, like, it don't make sense. I'm like, but dog, if he Googled me, he would have saw everything. He said, yeah, but you look bad on the internet. I'm like, nigga that's doing a black cowboy movie saying I look bad. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and you're the real. How the fuck
I'm
you
like,
tell
okay.
me?
I'm like, okay.
How the fuck you tell
So
me?
I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, damn, this 2016 thing is hurting me now, and it's 2020. I'm still getting it's like it's stuck on my image now, and I'm like, damn, my first big break on a big major movie, you know. And then he did he did the Book of Clarence after
Right.
that killed. I
Yeah.
would have been in the Book of Clarence because I was RJ stunt double. So more than likely, I'd have got called as stunt double him again. That would have been another quick, nice little lumpy lump. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what they did to me in 2016 kind of dampened me in that arena of those producers. Don't fuck with Fulton,
The trickling effect of
right?
that one
Of being
decision of
of
how
being
that is. Yeah, and block.
right.
But what's
So
meant for
if it would have been handled like a Benjamin Franklin, I'd have got the do just image on the internet. But they threw my shit under. They just they just hurt my image and then they threw it under, and they just tried to make it seem like I was just a rebel. Like he's
yeah.
wild, he's untamable, he's aggressive. Like no, you violated my home. Like what are you saying? Like
Okay, can I give you some real, bro? As your
yeah,
brother, can we give you some real, bro? I think first of all, it was meant for you to go through that. Unfortunate as it is, what's meant for you is meant for you, bro. And what you said, and with the passion that you show when you walked around the land, the passion that you show for the vision that you have, that is what it is, bro. You're not supposed to be out on the road.
yeah.
Like the way your heart speaks, bro. It's your emotions on your sleeve. I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like I wear my emotions on my sleeve. It is what it is. It's either you like me or you don't like me, bro. What your love is these horses, bro. What you do for the horses, and you going through that, bro. Because there's a young brand new right now that's going to see this, bro. We've had billionaires and millionaires tell us this shit is the Bible. You fucking with the right ones right now. I'm telling you right now, what you just did right now, bro, is crazy. It's crazy. And the word is going to get out, bro, because you're doing this shit from the heart. You're doing this shit from the heart. That's why we created this shit.
Yeah.
This is why. So I want you to know, bro, like we proud of you, what you're doing, bro. But everything you went through was for a fucking reason. You got land now that you can give to the next young brand new, that you could do with your team, that you can get sponsorships. You're a part of our network now. You're
Yeah.
going to have relationships and network right now because you're part of the family. But at the end of the show, we tell you we want to be with anybody before us or after us. You our brother now.
That's what's up.
Straight
Appreciate it.
up and down, bro. So like, I just want to say, as your brother, I'm proud of you, man. It's fucked up what happened to you, but I'm glad for you for fighting the good fight, and I'm glad for you for giving the information back, bro, because we need this shit.
Oh,
Even
for sure.
if it's one is worth it, bro.
And even through that, if I didn't give up, so that's why I said the lesson is. Then I got called for Color Purple. They didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. They like, you know how to ride a horse? Well, we good. Like it goes to show that some people just gonna hate and just find a reason to hate. So you just got to keep staying in your craft and staying true to what you do. You know, like you said, blessings will keep coming. Like it serves its purpose. You know what I mean?
It will, bro. And I can't wait for the documentary to come out. I can't wait to see it,
Yeah.
bro. I can't wait to support, man. Like real talk. Cause of you, like anything else you got to say, bro? Cause I ain't gonna front. It's getting dark out there. This shit getting dope.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hold on. I want to just add on to, you know, what my cousin is saying. First of all, Brannu, I just want you to know that we are getting so many comments from lawyers and paralegals and people involved in the legal system that want an actual copy of the letter that you're talking about. So they're like, yo,
I sent it to that now once. I sent it to that.
No. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying after I'm gonna put it up in a second. But they're like, yo, after you put it up, whatever the case may be, yo, send me a copy of that. You understand what I'm saying? Send me a copy of that. Because you know, I would like to see it, whatever the case may be. So once again, right, like Cuzzo was saying, like you already have people that are taking interest in this thing. You understand what I'm saying? You already have people that are taking interest in this thing because once again, you're not, it might feel like sometimes you're walking this path alone, but you're not, right? But Cuzzo said a very important thing, right? Oftentimes we have to go through the struggle, right? We have to go through the struggle to understand how to move better, right? To understand how to maneuver things. So like, again, you're doing this thing on your own is one thing, but when you want to add kids in this thing and bring families into this thing, then you need to know how to operate this thing on a certain level. So, you know, unfortunately, you had to go through that, like you said, to get the knowledge and the experience now to deal with anything that comes down the pipe that might try to negate the progress of what you're doing to help you get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting dark, but I'm gonna throw the letter up really quickly. This is the letter. This is the letter that he sent from Ben Crump. Anybody watching, you know, you guys can take a screenshot. We're gonna leave it up there for a second. So that you can just see his correspondence. The man has receipts, man. The man has receipts. So while we got this up there, Brannu, we gonna say this, man. Like Cuzzo said, listen, welcome to the More Than the Title family. You understand what I'm saying? Welcome to the More Than the Title family. We're gonna give you the horns for that. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you what that means, right? While we got this letter up there, what that means is you have access now to any guest that has ever come on this show before you and future guests, right? It doesn't matter if you're in the same industry or not. If you want to get in contact with somebody and see if you have, you know, similar interests or you just want to get to know somebody, whatever, just let us know and we will put you with that person and we will step off the call and make sure that you can get in contact with whoever you want to get in contact with, right? And also support wise, right? We're going to push this out as much as we can. If you're ever doing an event in New York or anything like that or anywhere else where we can actually come and support, send us the information. We'll help you promote it and we'll show up to the event, whether we are covering the event or not, just to show you support and just to show you that you have.
We coming to the land.
I sent you guys 2 more pictures. If you could put it up there, it's like a rendering of how I want the curb appeal to look. And I also sent the verdict from the 11th Circuit Court that people could look in to show that legally from the higher court, higher than Fulton County, that that is legit, that they have told Fulton County that I have a right to sue them, but now it's still, it ain't like they just gonna cut a check. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still, so I just sent you those 2 images, so if you could put that.
You sent them to Cuzzo. Cuzzo gonna send them to me, and we're gonna get them up. Yeah, we're gonna get them up. No problem.
Okay.
Right now, broski.
Yeah, we're gonna
do it while we, you know what I'm saying, so
definitely
people can see.
Absolutely.
Of course, man, we got you, bro.
And
so send it to Cuzzo. Wait, let me send the other one. Just got the other one.
Yeah, we're gonna put these things up so people can see this, man, because this is super important.
Fact though. All right, sending you now, Cuzzo.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about the dark. I'll be out here in the dark, so don't worry about me. Don't say, damn, it's getting dark out there for him. Let us close.
And it is getting dark out that motherfucker. I'm waiting for you. I hope you got the.
These my cousins out here. You know, the coyotes and all that.
That's what I'm saying. You said your cousins. We coming out to the land, nigga. I want to see the coyotes.
Facts. Let's do it. I'm ready.
I'm coming. Ready. It's raw out here, B. You want to wash up? You gotta take the hose and wash up. It's rough, B. Can you handle it?
I'm coming through, bro. But first of all, that's had a wild pause.
Oh yeah, I forgot the pause.
That's the wild pause. I don't like that.
You've been doing good all day. You know
he called me at the end, huh? I forgot.
But technically, he didn't even catch you because he didn't even hit you with it. So he gave you a pass.
I was having a good, but we coming through, bro. We coming through. I want to bring the kids through, and show us what's good with the horse. I want to catch all that content. This is important, bro. Like real shit. I don't care if it gets 1 million views, 1,000 views, 100,000 views.
Wouldn't it be dope if we had like living quarters here and we could take certain kids from New York, let them come down here for the summer and live on a ranch, like a program?
That's fire. That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Like, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
You know that's no different. That's really no different than what they would consider like the fresh air fun sleepaway camps that they used to do stuff like that. What's the difference? Instead of you going upstate to live with a family or something like that, you go to a ranch, right, and learn about horses and learn about equestrian lifestyle and things of that nature. I can't see there being a major difference in the two, right? What's the difference? As long as it's safe and the proper provisions are put in place for these things to occur, I like it. Honestly.
And then that's pretty much the vision I want to do from the curb That's just like a facade for the front, but you see it say Barn on Butner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Give me
Yep.
2 seconds. We almost
Oh,
got it up. You know what I mean?
You almost there, bro. That's the real, man. But I gotta ask you too, broski.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead, Cuzzo.
before you got to the movies, and how did you get the movie? Like the branding
me
and all
too.
that.
So I got the movie because the a dude that I knew from DJ, I used to DJ for Akon. He used to be his engineer. He got into horses. He needed a horse to audition, so I let him use my horse. And when I went there, the stunt coordinator asked me to ride the horse, and he liked how I rode. It was me just truly just. It was all organic. It was no. I was just being myself and not giving up on the horses. And dude knew that my horses were. He had a horse, but I know sometimes people's stuff fall off. So he was like, "Yo, I need to use your horse for audition." I was like, "No problem." And then I ended up getting the gig.
Message.
You know what I mean? And he didn't even get picked. And he was like, "Yo, Brannu, you deserve it. Like it's all good." I said, I don't feel right taking it because he was like, "Look, they chose you. Take it. You need this shot." And
That paid off
it
on your
was,
fucking property,
and
bro.
that's how it happened. Then from that gig, another stunt coordinator called me. It was like from one stunt coordinator to another stunt coordinator to another stunt coordinator. Just like it just I don't have no agent. It just was me just riding the streets and just being myself. And hey, I got your number from so and so. They said that you got horses. Um, we looking for a guy, your height, your weight,
That's
and
crazy.
the stunt stuff. It pay good. You know what I'm saying? And then I live very. You see how I live, so I ain't really.
You got low expense.
Everything's all good. So
I got food and a horse.
I'm good. I'm
Nigga,
good. You know
a
what I'm
little
saying?
drink, baby. He said, I'm good, son.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not married. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got no kids pulling on my coat like, Daddy, we don't want to sleep outside tonight.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? So
I
luckily I'm
got the
able to.
stuff loaded up for you too, brand new. So
All right.
here's the government joint, ladies and gentlemen. The article that he was talking about, and you can clearly see it says in a rare and significant decision, a federal court ruled Brandon Fulton can sue directly under the takings clause without Congress creating a specific remedy, right? So once again, that is a victory for him. System was prejudiced against them, and they know that they did wrong, and they were trying to hide behind the guise that they had immunity, and even though we did wrong, you can't do anything about it. And they didn't want to be held liable, right? So this clearly is one of the articles. You can look at it or look it up yourself to see the full article on that, and do some research on it, man. And it just goes to show that, you know, if you keep doing the work, unfortunately, it is a long, drawn out process. They feel like you don't have the education and or the resources to do it. But if you can figure it out, you can find success in it, right? And also, here's one of the renderings that he was talking about, right? Of, you know, just one of the buildings that he wants to have constructed on the property, how he wants it to look, and the possibilities of what the land development could look like, right? And if you guys are, once again, in touch with anybody that is looking to do some type of philanthropy work or any type of donations, once again, one of the key factors that Brannu said was he's not looking for money. You don't have to give him money in hand, right? Pay for the contract yourself, right? Hire the contractor yourself, get with him and he'll give you the renderings, and let's just get the project done and get the building done and get it completed, right? So he's making it very easy for anybody that wants to invest in what he's doing, in the vision to do so without wondering if the money's going to be spent wisely or you know, appropriated into the right areas, right? He's saying, don't even put it in my hands. Let's just talk, and you can pay to get the work done, and let them come and do the work, and they'll answer to you, right? Making it very easy. So again, another commendable way to do business. It just
And
shows his character.
well, the documentary is coming out September 18th. It's gonna be shown here in Atlanta at the Tower Theater. I sent you. I should have sent all the photos, but my
Yeah,
mind is so. But
it's all good.
it's on my Instagram. If you're in Atlanta, you want to come and see the my full life situation, and get more details on how it really all went down. Um, They're premiering it on September 18th at the Tar Theater in Buckhead in Atlanta.
Fine. But how'd you put that together, bro? How'd that come about? Like all the footage you put together, how'd you get with an editor? Like how'd it get to the big screen?
No, remember I told you I just kept riding, man. I kept bumping into people. Like I just stayed true to who I wanted to be, and I started to attract people. Not every day, I just kept riding. And then I bumped into somebody and I kept riding. 2 years later, bump into somebody, and I just stayed on course. So that's why I feel like I really believe if you stay on course of what's truly your course, you will attract. You ain't gotta have the money. You will attract what's supposed to help you. You know what I mean? Like
that's the real.
I ain't gonna lie, Brannu. Like this is what I was looking for when I'm like, yo, what's up, baby? Give us that energy. This is the interview. I ain't gonna lie.
I was in the car, B. Like,
nah,
I'm in the car, they throw me off. Like I gotta be in my element.
Listen, that's why we like, yo. Nah. That's why we like,
get family,
bro. Yeah,
I'm in a car, I feel restricted.
Yeah, nah, bro. Listen, that's what we saying, like, bro. Because again, right, here's the thing, Brannu, like for real, right? You from Brooklyn, we from the Bronx. We two sides of a different coin. Same shit, two sides of the same coin. Listen, man, we urban city kids, right? Our culture needs to see this shit, right? They need to hear it, but they need to visually see it. So you walking out there and showing the horses and showing the fucking property and showing the cuts and showing the bruises from cutting down. They need to see that shit to truly understand what that fucking work means. They need to hear the passion in your voice about how you feel about the project, because now with you projecting it in that way, then they're gonna receive it in the way that they need to receive it. But I understand you lay back. Some people ain't, on 20, 100 like me and Pebble, but you gotta get that. You gotta make motherfuckers passionate.
I told you, I said, yo, I gotta stay in the car. You was like, yeah. I'm like, I said inside. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I can't. I'm an outdoorsman. Like, if I'm in my element, it's over. Like, shit, let me be outside. We good. Night, morning, it don't matter.
Bro, this is a fucking classic. I'll tell you right now, bro. This was a classic. The comments, the information you provided, bro, the story was fucking incredible, man. And we said it before, but we're gonna say it again officially, man. Welcome to the More Than Entitled family, bro.
No
and
doubt.
It's out of the fucking and also I got a shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to Tory T. Shout out to my boy Tory, man.
Shout out to Tory, man. Salute, Tory. You already know, man.
Making the connection, man. He spoke so highly of you, bro.
That's what's up. I appreciate everybody.
Now he spoke so highly of you, man. He was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta get Brannu on." And like, bro, real talk. This is how it's supposed to meant. What's for you supposed to be for you. We just didn't have an episode. We're booked all the way to November.
You're doing your thing. Yeah,
we're booked all the way to November, bro. We've had everybody. We've got owners of sports teams. We have Beyonce's father. We've had Rohan Marley. We the only podcast to go to Rohan Marley crib. Like we doing this shit, but we just like you. We doing what we love, bro. We doing what we love, and sometimes when you do it, you don't get the back end that you need, but you got to go through the fire, and that's what we doing. That's why we respect and love the story. That's why we smiling ear to ear when you talk that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bro. So like when I say you with the right ones, I mean that.
When I come back up there, I'm gonna come see you. I'm definitely coming back up to you. I just gotta get through some things down here.
Good, bro.
I will get through the documentary release, and I want to just finish a few projects down here. And I'm gonna get back to New York. And if you could share my Instagram with people so they could like see, like
share it right now. Let them know. Let them know what your Instagram is. Let them know the best way. Listen, for anybody looking to get in contact with you, to work with you, to do anything with your animals, your horses, please let them know right now. What's the best way to get in contact with you?
The IG is B as in boy, RANNU horse. So it's Brannu Horse on Instagram, and then on the contact button, my number's on there. I'm a texter. I don't really like. It may seem like I talk a lot, but I don't really do a lot of. But you could text me, IG, and my email is on it too. It's brannuhorses@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go, man.
I really think
I just made sure I followed you on Instagram too. I just went on Instagram and followed you too, for sure.
I'm gonna follow back, and I really think like if there's anybody out there, we could make a Western movie out of this story that I've been through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and present it to somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know it's funny too. You know it's funny because he does horses. You know the first person I thought of
horse kicks.
Horse kicks. First person I thought of, horse kicks. You know what I'm saying? Put him in contact with the homie. You know what I mean? Get if you're gonna do the thing for the kids, man, have the horse out there in some J's or something like that, man.
So bro made Jordans and sneakers for horses.
For horses.
Nike, he sent them a cease and desist letter. We had him on the show. That's our brother, bro. Luka Doncic hit him on his phone, told him, said, nah, like, I'm fucking with you, bro. Make something for some horses.
That's a fact.
He had the Sheik of Dubai hit him up and order 19 pairs.
Oh, let me see. I want to see them joints.
Yeah,
like,
now we're gonna see the
they look just like Nikes, bro, for horses.
Yeah.
They bringing them shits in the Derby. We got you. So what does that look like for our culture? Right now, you identify with more. The horses, it's like me. You got the kicks on. I can remember you was washing them every single day. What if I can get them fly?
Yeah.
And connect with me. You know, that's the real shit. That's what we need to do, bro. So we're gonna make that connection right off the rip. We're telling you right now that we got you. That's not even a question. So when you come to New York, red carpet, let us know what's up. We're gonna chill. We're gonna vibe, bro. We would love to. You know what I mean?
I would love to do a red carpet in New York. But
Come on, man.
I don't know if I would have the draw. You know, I ain't like a big name. I would love to do it back home.
Bring the horse to the hood. We in the hood. If you said it's good, bring it to the hood. We good in the hood.
Brannu, I'm just telling you right now.
Where would we do a premiere at, though?
We keep the horses in the projects where we from.
Where we gonna do a premiere at, though?
Right on, we bring that shit right to Crotona Park or some shit.
We bring that shit to
Crotona Park. Let the horse ride. We bring the kids out. DJ. You do a set. Everybody hitting.
Yeah, at Crotona Park.
Let's make this shit happen, baby.
Yeah, so I've already sent you, like I said, Brannu, I've already had people hitting me. I'm actually texting on the side. People are already like, yo, send me his case. They're actually reviewing your case right now. So I've already sent people the letter. I've sent them your IG. I'm doing that on the in the back end right now. You know what I'm saying? So people are already interested in your story. So again, it's a numbers game, right? Like you said, keep riding, right? The more people that hear about your story, the more people that's going to relate, the more people that's going to want to reach out and help, because this is clearly very important for our culture, right? And we need things like this to introduce us to other aspects of life. And this is why they don't want us to know about things like this. And they don't want you to succeed, because now you're starting to cut into the man's side of the house, right? That Kentucky Derby with billions of dollars and all that. Ain't no black fucking people.
The man.
They don't want you to know about that. They don't want no black equestrian houses and no, they don't want that shit. Because now you're really getting into that generational wealth building and that dynasty shit. So yeah, we're gonna get this message out there.
Because you can't recreate land, like it's what it is. So
that's a fact.
Like, but my thing is that when I saw Fulton County easily give Young Thug back his stuff, you know, and he definitely got money, so he probably had the big boy lawyer. But,
yeah, for sure.
But I was not indicted, never charged. He was actually charged, and they gave him back. That's clearly to show you in today's modern time,
yes,
that a man with land and cattle is more dangerous. It's more dangerous to give a man back his land and his cattle versus giving him back cash, cars, and jewelry. They want you to have that all day.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking.
You're a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
That's that 40 acres in the mule shit. That's that 40 acres in the mule.
Well, let me give you the game, though, bro. Let me give you a quick game. The thing that you have that's a competitive advantage is your fucking passion. And that passion needs to be projected on camera every fucking day. That's
as long as I'm not in the car, B. As long as I'm not in the car, we there.
No, I don't give a where it is. Nick, you better not buy a Ram Ford out this month. You better go on the horse, go on the quarter fucking horse set joint. Get the fucking, you need to be outside filming yourself what the process is. Yo, 911, this is what it looks like. Yo, we feeding the horses. This is how you feed the horses.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. This is what I do. You need to be the person known for that. That's the only thing in your story that I heard that I feel like you could just be going crazy, and I know that you're on it now.
Get the generator, get some lighting kits, so when it gets dark, you could just run the generator.
It's raw out here. They ain't gonna be ready for the boogeyman out here. It's dark out here.
You the motherfucking guy Sonata horses, motherfucker. You need to be doing shit. You need to be doing hay rides, all types of shit.
Shit crazy.
They need some lights. They need to be outside.
We gonna get you the light, bro. We gonna ride.
Only light I got here is that moonlight, baby.
There it is, man.
So,
I mean, you know, ladies and gentlemen, man, again, I said it late and I'm gonna apologize for that. But if you fucking doubted me, if you was in tune with this episode, you know that I'm batting 100. Once again, another phenomenal fucking guest that came on and dropped gems and gave you his fucking story in another phenomenal episode here on your favorite podcast, More Than the Title. And you know, like how we got to recap this thing, man. He told you, like, listen, I'm from Brooklyn. I took a chance on myself. I'm not a horse trainer. I knew nothing about horses, right? But he took a chance on himself. He wasn't ready. He wasn't properly qualified to own that animal, but he did his research, right? And then he tried, and then he failed. The horse got away from him. He tried again, right? And guess what? He made sacrifices to learn, to house the animal, right? To properly understand what it took to develop his passion, right? He then took that and moved state to state, went to another state, right? And said, listen, let me try it here. Like he said, I lived in this ranch, right? It burned down, but I needed that. This man is the epitome of hard work and dedication, never giving up, being arrested, getting his property seized, getting his property sold, right? Or taken away unjustly, and still seeking justice within that, right? So, you know, again, right? Determination, which reaffirms everything that we keep speaking about every single fucking episode. You want to succeed, you want to be fucking successful in life. You got to understand that the dream is free, but the hustle, well, that's so motherfucking separately. You know what it is? Another phenomenal episode of More Than the Title. Our second of the week. It's Thursday. Cuzzo, we gonna see him next week and bust their ass again. Who but us? Brannu the Horseman. The difference between the Horseman and the Cowboy. Educational. Yo, I love this shit, Cuzzo.
Crazy shit. We out of here.
I appreciate y'all.
We
What you know
out.
about me?